Hi, and welcome to Education Vision. My name is Hamza, and I'm a Pearson certified trainer. Today, we are going to be talking about the second component of the writing section, which is essay writing. Essay writing now is a commonly misperceived subject where whenever anyone says that I want to do essay writing, the first thing that comes to our mind is like, we have to write lots of words, we have to present our English in the bestest way possible, and that's where most of us they struggle, that we don't have a good level of English. So how can I still write an essay where I get a full score and without any problems or any trouble? So we have got all of these things packed in for you in this lecture, so watch till the end. Essay writing in PTE is basically the second task of your writing section. In your essay writing, you have to understand that in PTE, essay writing is not the most important component for your writing score. It is important, but your bulk of writing score comes from the listening section. Summarize spoken text, write from dictation, fill in the blanks listening. These three components are the bulk of your writing score. However, in this lesson, I would be showing you a template which is tested over the years by our trainers and myself to check that that template is going to be helping you in achieving your score. So we use an essay template. How do we fill that essay template? I would be teaching you that. I would be showing you that template, and also how do we effectively address questions when we don't even have good ideas with us. So let's get started off with this. And before we get started, I would just like to repeat one concept over here, that whenever we are doing anything in regards to our lectures that we are providing you, make sure you follow the advice. Because simply listening to the lecture and just doing what you feel is right, it will not help you. If you are following one trainer, follow that person from the start to the end, you will be successful. Never take 3-4 people's advice and combine it. It never works. And being a trainer for the past 8 years and teaching PTE and having delivered lectures to thousands of students, I can reassure you, follow just one person so you never go wrong. So having said this, let's now proceed further and just have a look at the scoring elements of the PTE exam. That where is the PTE exam scoring us for our essay writing. So this is our essay writing scoring as per PTE. So we get 1 or 2 essays in the exam, and the first component which is gauged is content. What do we mean by content? It means how relevant your ideas are to the essay topic. For example, if the essay topic is about tourism in developing countries and my essay ideas are about tourism in third world countries, I'm not properly responding to the essay topic, what it's asking me. Or a better example would be, if the essay topic is about tourism in developing countries and my essay ideas are about construction of roads. These are now 2 completely different things and it is off topic. So content, to get a full score, our ideas have to be responding to what the essay statement is saying. Form, it refers to the length of your essay. So we get a full score if we are writing our essay between 200 to 300 words. We get 1 mark if it's 120 to 199 or 301 to 380 words, if that's going to be the case. Development, structure, coherence. This is basically about the development, coherence and structure. This is basically how well the essay has been crafted, how the flow of the essay has been crafted, which is going to be given by our essay template, which I'm going to be showing you. So the Coherence and structure and development is basically referring to the flow of your essay. How well you have linked introduction to body 1 to body 2 to conclusion. And the better the link is going to be over there, the better score you're going to get. And this is what I earlier even said, that comes from the template that I'm going to be showing you. Further, if we see, the next component is grammar. So we get 2 marks, a full score, if my grammar mistakes are 0. If I have more than 2 mistakes, I get a 0 for grammar only. And the next point is general linguistic range. General linguistic range means the way how you're presenting your ideas. Like if you want to get a full score, it would show that it exhibits smooth mastery of a wide range of language to formulate thoughts precisely. This is basically how you are expressing your ideas. If the essay topic is about tourism in developed countries, and if my idea is tourism is good for developing countries, that is a very basic way of writing it. So my linguistic range would not be given a full score. If I write general linguistic range, my idea to be essay for tourism in developing countries, and my idea over there is tourists, when they visit developing countries, they should respect the laws of that country and they should make their overall experience great. Now for this essay idea, I would get a higher score compared with simply writing that tourism is good for developing countries. So the point is, the more you have explained using better vocabulary words, general linguistic range gives you a full score. Vocabulary range is over here. You get a full score for using a good command of broad lexical words, idiomatic expressions and colloquialisms. In simple words, vocabulary means your expressions of words if you choose good words. If, for example, there is an idea where you are using the word angry, instead of angry, if you say agitated, that would give you a high score for your vocabulary range. However, when we are going to show you the tips and tricks, all these points would be covered very smoothly for you to get the highest score. And the last point is spellings. So you get a full score for spellings if you have made no spelling mistake. If there is 1 spelling mistake, you get 1 mark, and if it's more than 2 spelling mistakes, you get a 0 for spellings. So after we have discussed the scoring, let us have a look at the interface of this specific question task. So being the second component of your writing section, it has a similar interface as summarize the written text. This is what the interface of essay writing it looks like. So there is an essay topic which is given to us, and then there is a big box where we have to type the essay in between. At the bottom left side is the word count, and at the bottom right side is the timer which is given to us. So this timer starts straight away as soon as you come to the essay question. And one word of advice to you before we get into the tips, tricks, strategies, templates. When you are doing essay writing question, when you approach this question, always remember one thing. And that thing is, as soon as this question comes, straight away type the entire template of the essay. And later you can fill it up. When you have typed the template in this box, it takes a load off your mind that, okay, I have now got the whole structure. I just need to now fill it in. It saves you time as well. So this is the interface. Now let us have a look at the strategies, tips and tricks of essay writing. So essay writing, you get 1 or 2 essays in the exam. The maximum score that you can achieve is 15 marks out of 90 for writing from this task. You have a total time of 20 minutes given to you. and the form is between 200 to 300 words. Our recommended word limit is 275 to 299 words. If you write your essay between 275 to 299 words, the chances of you getting a high score are a lot higher. And you need basically for every essay only two ideas. The first idea will always be negative. The second idea always positive. Now, before I proceed further, a very common question that can come in our minds is that why do I have to write 275 to 299 words? If I write 270, will I fail? Will I get a 0? If I write 260 words, 265 words, 250 words, is that wrong? Will I fail? No. The answer is you won't fail. This is our observation after giving the exam several times, that between this word limit, generally the algorithm, it gives you the highest score. That's the first recommendation, why you should follow it. The second thing, which I just said, the first idea always has to be negative, the second always positive. You can also say that, hey, what if I write both positive ideas, both negative ideas? First positive, then negative. What's wrong in it? There's nothing wrong in it. If you want to apply that, by all means, and that would not be considered to be incorrect. However, the thing you have to remember is when you write the first idea negative and the second positive, again, this combination gives you the highest score. Because remember, in PTE, it's all about understanding where the algorithm is going to give me the highest score. And if I know that, for me, my life is a lot easier. Okay. Point number 6 is that the ideas and examples do not need to be real, and we can self-create them. A very classic example of this would be if I would be given any essay topic. If we go with the same example that I'm giving, tourism in developing countries, discuss. Now, my first idea, which is negative, it doesn't need to be real. I could write down, tourists, when they visit developing countries, they generally do not obey the laws of that country. Now, in realistic terms, this would be wrong, because tourists, whenever they go anywhere, they are very respectful to the culture, to the traditions and everything. But for my essay, when I write this idea down, I will receive a score because the computer algorithm will not go online to check and verify that is my information right or wrong. This is the thing which we have to understand. It is only checking how relevant it is to your essay topic. The relevance is checked, not the facts. Keep that in mind. Point number 7 is that examples, whenever we give an example for the negative idea or for the positive idea, we always need to make sure that we use the name of a government agency. It can be self-created, and a percentage of a number. This adds more value when we were talking about coherence, cohesion, linguistic range. This satisfies that requirement. It shows that you have a command over English language, because when you are supporting your idea, you're giving it with facts. And in PTE essay writing, facts means the number, the percentage, and the name of the government agency. It just adds more value over there. Now we come to point number 8, which is talking about this terminology, essay topic. Essay topic is basically a word which is used in our template, which I will be just now showing you and then explaining point number 8 to you. But quickly, let me just go through point number 9 for you. So in point number 9, in the exam, the first thing you should do is type down the essay template, and don't take more than 7 to 8 minutes to type it. If you do not have a fast typing speed, download the template from our student dashboard of Education Vision, and over there take one sentence and type it down 15-20 times. You will not just memorize it, but your speed of typing would also increase significantly, which is what we need. So after you have typed the essay template, then read the essay topic. So it shouldn't take you more than 1 to 2 minutes to read what the essay statement is. And then recall ideas and type your ideas and fill out the template in another 10 to 11 minutes. And at the end, always reserve 1 to 2 minutes to simply make sure that your spellings, grammar, everything is correct and you have not made any silly mistakes over there. Silly mistake number 1 is double space between two words. That's a silly mistake. You might not observe it, but if you give double space between two words, you get a 0. Silly mistake number 2 is what? When I move from one paragraph to another paragraph, we click enter once only. If you click enter twice, again you get a 0 for that. Two very small things, but they can be life-changing for you, because of course if you don't get your score, it changes your life. You have to sit again, or you get in a lot of pain because of not getting your score. So be very careful of these two silly mistakes that I've told you. Coming back to essay topic of point number 8. Before that, let us have a look at the essay template, and I will just make some comments over there and we will then proceed further. So what we can see is now the essay template. We have an introduction paragraph which has 4 sentences. These 4 sentences will be written as a paragraph, not in numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we have body 1, which has 3 sentences in it. And we write again body 1 as one paragraph, not as 1, 2, 3. Then we have body 2 and then conclusion paragraph. In the introduction, if you see, we see essay topic, essay topic, essay topic in sentence 1, 2 and 3. Then in body 1, we see again in brackets essay topic. Then in body 2, we see again essay topic. And then in the conclusion, what we see essay topic. So what is this essay topic, which is repeated so many times over here? Essay topic, remember, it is nothing but the first keyword of the essay statement. So any essay statement that I have to look at the start of that essay statement. What is the keyword given there? Let us take some examples to understand what is essay topic. So what I will be doing is I will be putting a list of essays in front of everyone, and we will go through every essay that we can see, and we will then decide what is the essay topic for them. Okay. So these are 11 essays in front of us. Let's read the first essay and decide what is the essay topic. Remember what I said at the start of the essay statement, the keyword. So number 1 is the disadvantages of tourism in less developed countries are as great as the advantages. What is your opinion? So what is going to be my essay topic? In this case, it is going to be tourism alone. So this word tourism, wherever in the template you see essay topic, you will only put tourism over there. Tourism, 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 everywhere. Number 2, some people think human behaviors can be limited by laws. Others think laws have little effect. What is your opinion? Again, we will look at the start, and what is the first keyword? It is human behaviors. Number 3, Working employees have paid leaves. Is it good or bad? At the start, so the essay topic is working employees. Number 4, some universities deduct marks from students' works if given in late. What are your views and opinions? At the very start, what is the keyword? It is universities. So this is our essay topic. Number 5, law changes human behavior. Discuss. At the start, what is the keyword? Law. So that's going to be the essay topic. Take a few minutes and try to decide the essay topic for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I will shortly just tell the answers. For number 6, you should have identified world's governments. For number 7, it should have been parents. For number 8, shopping malls or large shopping malls. Both would be correct. For number 9, university or university experience. For number 10, sporting events. And for number 11, business. Hopefully you got these answers correct, because these are your essay topics. So now that we have seen what is an essay topic, let us take the example of an essay and see how we would be filling it inside the template. So this is an essay. People dispute whether travel is or not a component of quality education. So the first thing is, what is the essay topic? It is going to be travel over here, only the word travel. And if you see in the introduction and body 1, travel, travel, travel in sentence 1, 2 and 3, it has been written. Now remember, in the introduction, whenever we are introducing ourselves even, we never start giving details to anyone about our life, about our job, about our family, about anything. We always, in the introduction, just tell, my name is this and I'm working or I'm studying. A very brief introduction, a very brief sentence is delivered. Sentence number 4 of introduction, you never write the negative idea or the positive idea. You're introducing them. And this is how you do it. You take the essay topic, whatever it is, and you add has or have a negative impact on education. So in this case, it is travel. Travel has a negative impact on education, and how travel has a positive impact on education. Just as an example, if it would have been travels, a plural, then it would be, this essay will elaborate how travels have a negative impact on education and how travels have a positive impact on education and will lead to a logical conclusion. So if it is plural, we write have. If it is singular, we write has, and simply negative impact, positive impact. Next, if we have a look at body 1, where we would be writing the negative idea. Body 1 means we are now explaining the negative idea. We are not just mentioning negative or positive. So to begin with, there are several ramifications because travel has some drawbacks. Now let us read the essay statement once more. People dispute whether travel is or is not a component of quality education. So this essay statement is basically saying that is travel important for your education or no, in simple words. So in body 1, we are now explaining that what is the negative thing of travel being an important component of education. To begin with, there are several ramifications because travel has some drawbacks. The most substantial one lies in the fact that this is the idea that I have written. When people travel abroad for education, they get overwhelmed with different things they need to do other than education as supporting themselves, making the educational experience horrible. A very simple idea I've taken, but if you observe, I have tried to explain it. If I would in my ideas simply write, people travel abroad for education and they have a bad experience. Now, if I write a short sentence, my score of content is going down. So remember, always expand, write a bit more in your body 1. It will give you a high score. Now let's look at the example. And before I explain the example, I would just remind you that in the example, there are 2 components that we are looking for. Name of a government organization, percentage number, and it should support my idea, because then only it would be relevant. So what is my idea? When people travel abroad for education, they get overwhelmed with different things they need to do other than education as supporting themselves, making the educational experience horrible. And my example, if you would see here, the example, I'll just color it in yellow so it's more clear. 88% of students who traveled to United Kingdom saw travel is very harmful to education. So it is using the name of a country, a percentage, and it is supporting my idea as well. And the last sentence of body 1 is basically a summary of your idea or your opinion of the idea. So in sentence 1 and 2, we are saying that, hang on, travel has some negative aspects. Travel is not good for students as it puts them in stress. So sentence 3 is a culmination, a summation. Thus, travel for educational purposes is not good. Now, if you observe the length of explanation in these 3 sentences, the most amount of words have been written in the idea. Relatively less in example, and sentence 3, the least number. This is the order you have to keep in the exam as well. Because if you explain the example a lot and your idea is not explained, that's breaking the coherence and cohesion part of your scoring. So moving on to body 2, which is the positive of your idea, let's have a look here. However, not everyone shares the same opinion about travel and may tend to believe that it has several advantages as well. The most conspicuous ones stem from the fact that when people travel abroad for studies, they experience other cultures, and that makes the learning experience wholesome, adding a new perspective in their life. So you're writing something positive over here. Again, if you would observe, this is explained. I have explained this in a proper way as much as possible. Again, the example, as an example, we can see 77% students who traveled to Canada saw that they grow academically and as a human also. Now, the idea is exactly the same, that the example is just supporting the idea that I have written. And sentence number 3, thus travel is excellent for education. Your conclusion, your summary of the idea. And at the very end, in conclusion, to sum up the entire discussion mentioned above, it can be said that travel has significant impacts. However, we must not ignore the relevant positive impacts it has. In the template, if you would see, it is giving you two options, positive/negative. You don't have to write the positive or negative idea over here. You simply are choosing one word, whether positive or negative. And as you have chosen it, you have your perfect essay there. Last but not the least, a couple of points. Number one, idea generation, remember, never make a big deal out of it. Very simple things should come in your mind. I'll give you one example. If we get an essay in the exam which talks about COVID-19 has caused a lot of destruction in the world, discuss. Now you can think of negative ideas in seconds, but then you would think, okay, what's something positive? Oh, I heard the lecture, they said one positive, one negative. How can I write something positive? You have to broaden your thinking a little bit. If you get an essay where you feel there is only negativity over there will always be something positive. You just have to think about it. COVID-19 definitely caused a lot of destruction, but what were the positives? For a change, the world governments, people got together, supported each other, started helping each other. The pace of research accelerated. Vaccine companies, they made vaccine for this disease in a record time. So these are the positives. You can choose, of course, whatever positive you would wish to write. Similarly, there are certain things where we cannot think of something negative. For example, if an essay comes to me, exercise is excellent for your health, you must do it every day, discuss. Now again, you would think, okay, exercise has a lot of benefits, but what could be something negative? So if you think about it, excess of anything is not good. So if your negative idea would be that excessive exercise can cause muscle wear and tear, it can exhaust a person can die of exhaustion, that's a negative thing as well. So whenever you approach any question of essay writing in the exam, never instantly get puzzled or start looking at the timer and confuse yourself. Remember what you have learned. Write the template, fill the essay topic, and then look at the ideas that you have to tackle. Hopefully this lecture was useful. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.